I was wrong. Terribly wrong. If you don't know, I've made multiple videos about Agatha all along this season. And I said, oh, I don't think Agatha's evil. I think we're going to find out that she's actually not evil this whole time. And boy, was I wrong. Agatha is completely crazy. And people, her fans, I love Agatha too, guys. But let's call a thing a thing. You can like a character and just let them be a villain. Agatha is a full villain. Not a little villain, not kind of a villain. She's a full villain. Agatha ran around. First of all, there's no witch's road. The song was made up by her and her son. She was going around killing witches over and over and over again. I felt so terrible when those ladies were like, oh, are you hurt? And they let Agatha in, so they had a little protection up. So I'm like, that is so sad. These women, like, you're killing women. Oh my God. Like, she was giving me serial killer vibes when I was watching it. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you're like a psycho. Oh my, like, Jesus. I was like, somebody stop her. And she really didn't stop. And so now we know she killed Alice. I saw some people say maybe she didn't mean to kill Alice, but she was so drained of her power that when Alice hit her, she just couldn't help but soak it all up, maybe. Then at the end, when they were fighting death, Agatha really started to walk away until he literally had to, like, call out to her, like, Agatha, like, he was calling her mentally, you know what I mean? What's wrong with you? I keep calling him Teen, by the way. His name is not Teen, but when Teen was like, Agatha, is this how your son died? Like, or this is how Nikki died? That's when she decided to turn around. But before that, she was really going to leave. Like, she is a villain. I'm not mad at it. We say all the time, and by we, I mean, I feel like people who enjoy films and Marvel movies and stuff like that, we say all the time, we just need a villain. Stop making all the villains with, like, you know what I mean, with them changing or something. Just let them be bad. Well, you got Agatha. She was going around killing people, and even in this season, she planned on killing them the whole time. It was so many clues now that we can look back on that, like, her facial expressions or like her being shocked about stuff was because this road really never existed. Ever. So yeah, Agatha's a villain. She is not a casual villain. She's not a good villain. She's not a villain with a good heart. She's a villain. And that's about it. And she was making her son in on the killings, which was insane. The poor baby, like, and at first I was like, oh, maybe she had to kill to protect her son or something. But that doesn't seem like the case because her son was dead and she was still killing people. So it didn't really make sense to me.
I'm confused.
Billy is just as crazy as his mother. Billy and his mom are both batch crazy. This whole time when they showed his room, I thought they were using his room as, like, you know, like the set people kind of used his room to, like, just show, like, stuff that was going to be in the movie type thing. I mean, in the show, not realizing this baby created everything from his head, just like his mom. He really is just like his mom. Now, he didn't mean to, so that's the difference. But I'm like, oh my God, you on that same level where, like, when you snap or something, baby, we all about to get hit. Is he responsible for that old lady dying? Is he responsible for the different witches dying in this show? Because if they weren't on the road, they wouldn't have had these issues and none of this stuff would have came up at all. Everybody died except him and Agatha. And even Agatha died. So Jennifer Kale at least got to escape this crazy, not real road that was made by Billy. So Billy made the road with his mind, basing off of stuff he's seen. And I think that, isn't that so unique though? If he has like a super strong belief in something, maybe he really did believe the road was real and wanted it to be real so bad that that's why it was created. In my video, I literally said, I'm like, the road did not come up until he entered the room. So he really did make that road. And it's so crazy to think like his mind is that big where he could create this whole magical place where they have like all this stuff they walk through, all these different trials, and it keeps going on and on and on. And you know what I was thinking about? I think the reason why at the end their shoes were still there and they didn't really know what to do. And at first they didn't know where the next trial was, because Billy didn't know what the ending was supposed to be like. Like, he knew it was supposed to be trials. He knew it was like a road, but I don't think he ever had a clue on how it was supposed to, quote, end. So that's why it was like a struggle. And then he eventually was like, oh, we have to put the shoes on. And once again, I think that was just like his mind making things up. Like, he's like, okay, I have to come up with like something, you know what I mean? And so, okay, we have to put our shoes on. Like, that's how it unlocks the last thing, so to speak. Overall, Billy seems to have a good heart. You know what I mean? He does. He seems like he is pretty good, but just like his mom, man, you know, they can't help it. They're too powerful, and they do stuff. And another thing that I was wondering about, did he kill that boy, or was the boy just dying in the pool? So he wanted his brother. He was looking for his brother and trying to put his brother's, I guess, soul into a body. And I'm like, was the boy already dying? Then he did that, or did he kill the boy? Because if he killed the boy, then you're not good no more. But if it was just like, okay, the kid was dying and you just kind of like put him in there, I guess that's fine, or whatever, you know? I can't wait to see his brother and him reunited. Now I am more in the belief that, yeah, Wanda's probably not dead, because at this point, you know, if everybody can come back and, you know, they can put people's souls and stuff, then she's probably out there somewhere. And I'm not mad at that. But make sure to comment down below and let me know how you feel, and like and subscribe. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.